Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best settings to use for competitive and ranked game modes inside of Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Yes guys, that is right. Today I'm going to be going over the best settings you guys should be using, whether that's a colorblind mode, the best in-game settings to use generally for competitive, and this video is going to be absolutely insane. If you guys are new to the channel or didn't know, I'm currently gifting 2 lucky subscribers anything that they want from the Fortnite item shop, or of course the brand new Chapter 4 Season 4 Battle Pass right now. All you need to do is leave a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel with the post notifications on, and comment your Epic Games idea and let me know, would you guys like the Season 4 Battle Pass or something in the Fortnite item shop. It's quite cool guys, because we have got this, that is a new bundle based on Chapter 4 Season 4, the first new bundle we've got this season, and that is the Escape Artist bundle. It looks quite clean, the animation and effect it's got. We also have the Battle Breakers bundle here, which is also quite clean, but for the V-Bucks, it's actually kind of worth it. You get the Razor skin, you get the Kuro Homura skin, and then you get 2 back blings, and you get some music and a gun wrap, all for the price of 2,000 V-Bucks, or you can of course get them individually. We also have the Out, Back, and Beyond bundle, which is quite clean itself, to be honest. I quite like the Safari skin. It obviously has the hat on, hat off, and then the Stealth, which looks really, really clean. But if you guys would like anything from today's Fortnite item shop, it's pretty simple. Like I said, just make sure you have liked today's video and do subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. Also, I do have a Discord server in the description down below, so if you guys want to check that out, I basically do reveal the winners for my giveaways and talk about Fortnite theories. So if you guys have any theories you want to talk about, then let me know. As you guys can see, I am in Platinum 1 inside of Fortnite Ranked, and I've only played like 5 or 6 games, but I've done well in all of those games. I'm going to work my way up to at least Elite Champion on or Unreal, and as the season progresses, you guys will see that I will be aiming to go up as much as possible. You can see all the information about Ranked all the way through here, right here, as you guys can see. But now I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the best settings to use. So without further ado, let's go. So we're going to go ahead and head into our settings right now, and as you guys can see, for the purpose of this video, I've gone windowed full screen, but usually I would play full screen, so I'm just going to make that applied. And then the resolution is completely based on what you play on. If you're playing on console or PC, I'd recommend going 1920 by 1080, which is the aspect ratio of 16 to 9. Now, if you're playing on a laptop or anything else other than what I've stated, I'd recommend going on one of these, but for the purpose of this video, definitely stay on this right here. Now, VSync, I've got this off. I'm not quite sure what this does, but it does state what it does, but I personally just always have it off. I find that when you have it off, there's less chance of lagging pretty much. Now, your frame rate is based on your monitor. So my monitor is actually 165 Hertz or 144 Hertz, but I'm going for 144 FPS because this season, it's been a little bit laggy, and I shouldn't be the only one that's seeing this. Let me know if you guys have been lagging a little bit this season already, and I just think that's based on the fact that there's quite a lot new things added to the season, and obviously it's just the fact that the game's adjusting, and there's going to be a few like little patch notes and little bug fixes that we're going to get across the season. But yeah, that's why I've gone lower frame rate. For my rendering thing, I've gone for performance mode because it's definitely the best, because it says here it's a mode that offers significant performance gains by disabling most rendering features to reduce memory usage and lighten the load on CPU and GPU. The other ones are better for graphics, but I'd definitely recommend this if you're trying to play for competitive. Now, this stuff here I'm actually going to change right now because I've tried all of them, but this is what I had last season. Now, I'm actually going to go to Deutanope, and I'm going to make it 5 because there's a lot of changes this season, and I'd recommend going to Deutanope 5, and your brightness, you can adjust it, but maybe even go up a little bit. I'm considering maybe going up to 125 just to make it easier to see what's going on. But in terms of competitive aspect, it doesn't really matter too much, but if you want to have the edge on your opponents in scenarios like the Storm, then definitely play with Deutanope. Now, down here you guys can see the 3D resolution has to be 100, because when we lower it, you guys will actually see a major difference in gameplay. It's horrible to play with, so I would definitely recommend going up to 100. I don't know why I went there. And then we have all of this stuff here. I would have Nano virtualized geometry off. Now, this only goes on when you have direct x12, so you won't have to worry about that if you're playing on performance mode. View distance near, textures low, and meshes high. I mean, it really is personal preference. I just prefer the way that meshes look, and that's just with your builds and objects. And there's a lot more sharper detail with higher one, because everything else is lower. And I've obviously sacrificed to have much worse things in the game. I've definitely just made this sacrifice here, having meshes as high. I think that just seems quite, a valid reason. And then everything else is there. Now with these settings, it's not too important, but I would definitely do hold jump, because if you're holding forward and you're in a fight and you've got like an angle on someone and you're holding forward, you might mantle and it could screw you over. So hold as jump there. Auto open doors on. I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's personal preference, but I've definitely gone with this stuff here because this makes the most sense. Definitely auto sort consumables to the right, because you don't want to be going through your minis and slurp juices and medkits, so forth. Reset building choice, I've got this on. Disable pre-edit option off, because honestly, I don't mind the idea of it. Being able to pre-edit sometimes can work, but sometimes you just have to be careful in using it. Definitely turbo building on, and auto confirm edits, definitely keep that as the edits, and then all this other stuff, just make sure you guys are copying right here. So yeah, I'm quickly going to go over here, and you guys can see that this stuff is for mobile players more specifically, but I've not actually used any of this stuff, but it's mainly for controller and mobile. I'm not quite sure how any of this works, so I stay away from it. But if you guys do know how it works, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Now, I do play keyboard and mouse sometimes, and I do like doing this. So for my X and Y axis, I've got this. I mean, targeting the scope, this has been reset this season, obviously, but I definitely recommend having it like that. And then overall, in my controller settings, I really enjoy changing and adjusting this, but I think this, I've realized, is definitely the best. Control auto run on, Builder Pro on, definitely. Slide hold time, I don't really think this matters too much, it's just personal preference, but this is where the stuff gets interesting for competitive aspects. Build mode sensitivity 1.8, and then edit mode at 1.7. Now, I have tried having my edit mode higher than my build mode, but it never seems to work, because I'm not quite sure how it is. I think it is very much personal preference, but this is very much a good balance of what it is. Now, we're going to keep going down here, and as you guys can see, I'm on 38% for horizontal speed and vertical speed. Now, I think that's a very good balance. You want it to be similar, because if you have it too unadjusted, then you'll realize that when you're looking left and right and up and down, it's not going to be accurate, and it's not going to be similar or balanced at all in any way. All of this stuff at the lowest, and then instant boost and building, I don't have that on. I don't think it really matters. ADS horizontal speed 8%, because this season, when you've got loads of scoped guns, I'd recommend definitely having this a little bit lower than the average. It suggests that you should have it at 16, but honestly, I would definitely have it at 8%. But if you've got controller stick drift, even lower would be better, but that should be fine. And then a little bit of horizontal and vertical turning boost, I have that slightly on. But the exciting thing about this video is exponential and linear. Now, I don't think it matters too much, really. I think because there's a lot more scoped weapons this season, exponential does actually edge it for me this season. Last season I would have said linear, but exponential that definitely has it over. And then left stick dead zone, this and this, I kept this the same. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for today's video. If this video did help you, then please be sure to leave a like on today's video, and let me know what your settings are, and if you play keyboard and mouse or controller. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because we're getting close to 50,000 subscribers. And I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out.